Salt Palace. All right.
Thank you.
It's going to be perfect.
So who knows what oils currently we have black spruce in? Can you guess? Balance and also forgive. All right, those two very, very special blends. So let's talk about some of the benefits of black spruce. First, we have to talk about the emotional benefits. As you walk into the forest, you immediately feel grounded, you feel connected, you feel courageous, you feel uplifted. So those are some of the emotional benefits that you're going to see with this beautiful essential oil. What I love about black spruce is it removes some of those emotional blocks that we have. Now those emotional blocks can come in different forms. They can come as money blocks. They can come as worthiness blocks. Lots of different emotional blocks that we deal with where we don't have the courage to move forward, to really step into the light of the person that we are meant to be. And I love that simply by inhaling a drop of black spruce essential oil really helps us remove those emotional blocks and step into the person that we know we can be. Now we look at the chemistry of black spruce. Now the main constituent is bornyl acetate. Now you find this in other conifers, you're also going to find it in high concentration in Siberian fir, but you find it in just trace amounts in some of your other conifers like balsam fir, Douglas fir. You'll find in trace amounts of yarrow and other essential oils as well. So let's talk about why bornyl acetate is such a key constituent in this particular oil. Now we know that with bornyl acetate, it's actually going to help inhibit the enzyme triacinate 2, which produces melanin, which is going to darken the skin. So this is going to be a great companion product to use as a spot treatment on your face or anywhere where you might have those dark spots on your skin with the brightening serum. I love using the two of them as companion products. Also through pregnancy, there are immune cells that are right there between where the placenta and the uterus come together. And those immune cells have a very particular function, multiple functions actually. And it's important to make sure you have that immune balance to make sure you have a healthy pregnancy. And through research, it's been discovered that bornyl acetate is very key in making sure that you have that immune balance right there where you need it, which is wonderful to modulate those maternal-fetal interface. Now we also see the second highest constituent in black spruce is alpha-pinene. So we know that there are a lot of essential oils with alpha-pinene. It's probably one of the most studied plant constituents. Now can you tell me which two oils have the highest concentration of alpha-pinene? Now this is a monoterpene. Anyone guess? Come on, you know the answer. Frankincense is one of them, yes. And cypress, which might actually surprise you, is the other one. So we love the benefits of alpha-pinene as a monoterpene because of its tiny molecular size. It's able to penetrate through that blood-brain barrier. Now that blood-brain barrier is there to protect our brain, right, from any type of pathogens that might disrupt or cause harm to our limbic system, to our brain. But when you find a substance that's able to penetrate through there that can do good to the cells and actually protect them and do all the good things that we want to do to help us with memory recall, to support great cognitive function, what a wonderful thing that we have there. So we love that we can use it on our joints and our muscles to keep us active, to keep us feeling good, that cellular protection. Fabulous, fabulous benefits. And you also see some of the benefits that I have listed here also for alpha-terpene, which is also another constituent there within black spruce. Now, a wonderful way, if we want to keep active, as Sloane Stephens does, right, is to use black spruce on our joints, on our muscles, on the bottoms of our feet, before and after strenuous exercise. You can layer this with copaiba, deep blue, all great things to do, but also to breathe it in, again, to instill those feelings of confidence and courage. So many different ways that we can use and benefit from black spruce as we apply it on our feet and on our joints, to apply on our abdomen, make sure we're supporting a healthy pregnancy that way, right, on our brainstem to support healthy cognitive function, as a spot treatment on our face, and then also to open up those airways and instill feelings of confidence. So, how many of you are excited about black spruce? By the way, it smells amazing. It smells like the forest. Now, we have to pay a little bit of homage to the Queen for just a moment, right? Now, 2 years ago, we introduced Rose Touch. How many of you have loved Rose Touch? So we're going to do just a small little review to remind you about why Rose is so amazing. We know that it supports a healthy immune system. And let's talk about how it does that. So if you remember, in 2017, I shared with you a story about my daughter. How many of you would like to hear it again? So, my wonderful mother thought it would be a great idea to get a blow-up slide for the 4th of July for all of the grandkids to play on. Little did she know what was lurking on the plastic of that slide. So as the kids played and had a great time, a couple of days later, my daughter showed me little spots on her skin. And we thought they were bug bites at first. We were out leaving on a little family vacation. And by the end of the day, she showed me these spots again, all over her arm, all over her thigh and knee. And these had turned to the size of a quarter. And as I looked at them, my heart sunk because I knew exactly what it was. And I knew it was devastating. So we quickly started using On Guard soft gels and putting On Guard topically. And then, in a conversation with Dr. Hill, was reminded of the research that Nicole Parrish presented on this stage, and knowing that Rose was the powerhouse which she tested had the greatest broad spectrum effect of any essential oil, even more so than oregano or On Guard. So I shifted my protocol and I started using Rose Touch on her. I added in some tea tree touch. And then intermittently, I would add in a little bit of cilantro and arborvitae while continuing to do the On Guard soft gels internally. So we did that. And to see her skin clear up so beautifully within a week's time was amazing. Which gave me confidence when my sister then called me, and her 2 children who played on the same slide with my daughter had the exact same thing. We did the exact same protocol, and they got the exact same results. Now, if 3 witnesses wasn't enough that the oils work, Russell Butters was our vice president of sales, came to me with his little nephew. His situation was a little scary because it was right underneath his eye. And you can see, using this exact same protocol, by day 10, his skin is clear and beautiful. These essential oils work. They work, but in order to work, they must remain pure. We must remain committed to the source, and I promise you that we will valiantly defend the purity of the source and always pursue what is good and what is pure. We will never, ever deviate from that because our health all depends on it. These oils only do what we talk about if they are pure and if they are potent. In July, I was able to go to Oregon and visit with our peppermint producer, 2 of them actually.
Nancy.
our sourcing partners with some of our Diamond Club winners. And it was a wonderful, amazing experience. I love to go on these trips because I gain such wonderful friendships with these amazing people that earn this trip. And I had this amazing experience with a woman by the name of Claudia. And she's just one of those souls that emulates so much love. To be in her presence, you know there's no judgment. You know that she just loves. Now, we all go through a lot of heartache, don't we? We go through loss. And because of the pain that we experience as human beings, oftentimes we put up walls in order to protect ourselves because we don't want to be hurt again. But in order for us to give love, we must be able to receive love, which means we have to bring those walls down. We have to open ourselves up to being hurt again in order to feel real joy. Rose is an oil that allows us to do that. I call rose the oil of self-love. You look at the blossoms and it looks like a blanket that's wrapped around you, where you're able to feel the worthiness of your soul, the worthiness of your heart. You're able to have those intimate relationships with other people. Rose is an oil that I always put over my heart before I ever present, before I ever go into a crowd, because I want to make sure that my heart is wide open, so that not only can I receive your love, but I can give you my full love in return. So it's an amazing, awesome oil for that. Now, have any of you got anger issues? Or do you know of someone who has anger issues, right? We all know that person. Or we all